is August 5th, 2026. This video is being completed for counseling and skills. My name is Bamidele Ajayi. Before we begin, thank you for agreeing to participate. Do I have your consent to record this interview for educational purpose?
Yes. You catching me? All right.
Everything we discuss will remain confidential. If I become concerned about what we talk about here, or if there's any danger or any suspected abuse, or child or vulnerable person, I will be legally required to report it. Okay?
For sure.
Okay. My role today is to support you, and you have to be free to tell me what you want to discuss, and you tell me when I need to stop.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you for coming in today. Okay. What are you here to talk about?
Well, I have to move, and it's actually stressful, right? And I didn't want to move in there in the first place, which was stressful, but I did, and I've been there 4 years since. Now I'm told we're in a crisis, and they're going to take the house. But you can't leave until you help me move everything out. Oh, so I'm at that point. So there's a little bit of, I could have went last month. Just leave everything alone, right? And not, because none of my, I wouldn't say it's not my responsibility, it's people are people,
True.
right? But there's no date, there's no deadline, right? And I'm not the one with the $500,000 that will I do bonus after I sell, right? I'm the one with needing a roof over my head and my dog. So there's a little bit of stress there, for sure, right? And to talk about it to somebody that don't want to talk about it is frustrating.
True. So he doesn't want you to leave because he wants you to help him.
Well, who's
Is it-
gonna help him? I'm his caregiver right now. I
Okay.
feed him, I cook him, I clean the clothes, I walk the dogs, I manage the house.
Okay.
And I said I wouldn't abandon, because that's not what I do.
True. True.
He's
So-
a friend.
Okay. So what do you intend doing now? What's your plan? Because I understand the stress you're going
Yeah.
through.
Well, you know, I look at it as whatever's going to happen, I'll be okay. Because I've always been okay. Really. It's just the way it is. Right? You know, it's, am I been blessed and gifted and graced? Absolutely. So I walk with that just because of past. Right? But there's a lot of hope. A lot of hope there. Faith, for sure. And just I have a lot of action to do, right? Find out what the outcome will be. With all of those things working, I'll be okay, right? If one of them doesn't work, I'm in big trouble, huge. If I have no faith, if I have no hope, if I have no action, nothing's gonna fall into place. So I just try to stay busy and do the best I can. Don't over worry.
So have you
That's
already
his job.
said? Go on.
Well, I didn't say who it was, but you know it.
So do you already have a set plan on how you're going to help him, and at the same time help yourself?
Well, I did mention people are interested in your house, and I'll leave it in the court. And he was, none of your business. Well, Joe, it's kind of my business because I live here too, and I have to know what I'm doing, right? And he goes, well, this is mine, not yours. I said, okay, fine. And I just left it at that, right? Like I'm prying. Okay, I'm prying. It was only for helpful. I'm not there to hurt anybody. Right? It's just like if you want to sit and dwell in and just sit in it, okay, but I'm not going to sit in it, right? Because it consumes me, right? I have to get out and about and do what I do and not stick on stupid, right? Got to keep on moving, right?
You people moving, is there a time frame that have been set that this has to be done, that you want to work towards that together?
I don't know the time frame. He has not let me know. In fact, if it wasn't for me paying the hydro bill that got shut off 14 days ago, I wouldn't have known that trouble.
Oh.
Yeah. So he hasn't paid no cable, no hydro in 1 year, hasn't paid his property tax in 4 years, hasn't paid his, how, and I did not know this. Did I open any mail? I'm the one with the mailbox, but I actually open it in front of him. So that's my mail. I said, wait, you gotta read your mail. He's got mail that
That's
high,
high.
not open.
Okay.
So now we're opening it. 'Cause I wanna know what's going on. And anyways, I didn't read it, I got him to read it. He's going, oh, whatever. So anyways, am I letting him be obstinate, like not wanting to know nothing or stupid? Maybe, but I'm finished with it. Okay? I did have a place, and
Oh,
I
nice.
did. I no, just not, and the dog stopped me.
Oh, why?
He wouldn't take the dog.
Oh, no, I know.
Yeah. And I'm not abandoning Harley.
I know how much
It's
you
not.
love them.
It's not about love. It's just about that was my obligation. Number one, right? Number one. That's my obligation. So, and I grew to love Harley. I didn't love Harley when I got him. That's where he was a puppy. Right? And it ended up turning into that. But the obligation was if you take the dog, that's what it is. So, and it grew into a lot more.
Okay, so if that place doesn't work for you,
It's not
do
good.
what other options do you have set?
I can go to the shelter. I can live in a tent. I can find a place. Go to the church. I can get a full-time job and work real hard. A lot of those things. There's so much options. I'm not dead in the water, put it that way. And I'm not crying in my milk. Oh boy, what's going on? Never. No. No. I got 2 feet and a heartbeat and a healthy body. Right? It may not look great so much right now. Oh. Right? But it's okay. I am 62 years old, and I still have my mind. I still have my spirit. I still have my spirit, right, which is the best thing.
So do we have a plan on how to resolve this, or you want us to work on a plan together on how we can resolve it? Because looking at
I
this
hear what
now,
you just said. Beautiful. I don't have a plan. You said we have a plan, so that means you're in, right? Which makes me feel better, right? It does, right? Because you more or less said you're not alone.
correct.
Yeah, that's what
That's
you just
why
said.
I'm here
There.
for
Yeah.
you, yes.
Yeah.
So do you want us to set a plan that we can work together to get this done in such a way that is not so stressful with you? And if I have to check some other parties that can also help, is that something you want us to look at together?
Mhm. There is such a back. The list is so long. Putting me on the list right now would not solve my problem right away. Right? It's just the system has a lot of people way ahead of me. So nothing's gonna happen right away. Right? But putting a plan together, the number one thing I need right now, right, is to make sure he's okay.
Oh, that's so sweet that you're
Well,
also thinking
it's
about
the truth.
him.
It's the truth, right? Because I fulfill my obligation to myself. I'll be okay. Am I handicapped? In a different way. He's more handicapped. He's not handicapped financially. I'm handicapped financially, but I shouldn't be. But anyways, I'm glad God made me handicapped financially because of my addictions, right? My propensity to not care about money, fooling their money. I don't care about money. Money means shit, right? If you go downtown Toronto, downtown Brampton, who gives away more money? I will not give them drugs. I'll give them lunch money, and I don't even have it, but I still do it,
Okay.
right? Well, are you rich? No, God gave me money anyways. It wasn't me, right? I don't know why I have money in my pouch here. Because I went and somebody else gave me money, right?
Yes.
So, Joe has to, I asked Joe to do one thing. Get out of here, because you're dying.
Oh, Oh, you did.
It's a mistake for him to stay there. And Amy said, somebody who's willing to buy your house, maybe even keep you in this house, but that's a mistake anyways. You need to move on from here, right? Sitting here is not helping him, right? Same as the guy upstairs. The guy never comes out of his room. Joe never gets out of the couch. So two people are staying there while I'm the maid. Kind of pisses me off. So I kind of fell in with stupid, right? I'm tired. I'm glad God's got me out of this because God just got me out of it, right? Without me breaking my obligation. So I'm okay, right? So no matter what happens, at least I didn't say, Donnie, you broke a promise again. And that's not what happened, right?
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
You mentioned your main obligation now is to see him okay. So,
Right.
you talking about that, and remember you also said anytime you go to him and talk about something, it's like he pushes back.
It's a
he wants
clam
to
up.
keep
He's a
things to
clam.
himself.
Blows with it.
Yeah. So how
No
do
discussion.
you think this can work, especially with you not knowing the time frame of how soon you need to leave, and you don't want to be on the
Well,
street?
we're within
You said he's
45 days.
handicapped.
We're within, I wouldn't even say it's that long anymore, right? Not even that long anymore, right? Even though he doesn't say it, but I go and talk to the real estate agent that came over and the government agency that came over and said, you haven't paid your taxes in 4 years, right? Anyways, he doesn't give it to me, those people do.
Okay.
You know what I just said there? How I just said it that way? I don't know this, they tell me.
They tell you.
Yeah.
And that's how
Why are you
you're able
here?
to put things together and know what's
Yeah,
happening.
yeah. And I said, let's go to the bank, we'll fix this. You know. The only time we did go to the bank, I got information, he didn't like me, the information that I
You
heard.
got.
It's his information, it's his life. His kids came over and asked for money, and I got a little upset. What, I've never seen you before, I've known you for 40 years, I've never seen you once, and you came in for money. And he was sick, he went to the hospital, not one of you. Oh. So I'm his protector that way too, but it's not for me to do, and he can get upset because it's not my business. But I still stick up as a stupid man. I gotta get out. I gotta get out. I gotta get out. You know what I just said? I gotta get out. I gotta get out. For the betterment of me. Can't save the world. Can't save the world.
So now that you're saying you also want to get out and you're also having it in mind, so what are we really looking at?
45 days of helping. What, done it for 4 years? What's 45 more? Right?
Okay.
And go to the end, right? And that's okay. So if I can't put in another 45 more days, then, you know, it's almost like you started it, what, you don't want to finish it? I want to finish it, right? I do. Right? Putting it, I want to finish it, right? I don't want to start something, even though I didn't know I started it, but that's what ended up happening, right? So the finish line's in 45 days, I want to cross it. Just like a cross-country race, right? Even if it took me 2 hours longer than anybody else, who gives a matter? I still crossed it. That's what I'm going with.
Okay.
And then what's going to happen after that? Right? I'm not waving my flag. Right? I will. It's
So-
still summer for one. For
Yeah.
one. For one. There's a positive there.
I'm glad you're positive. So now what we're basically saying is you're going to be spending the next 45 days helping Joe
Or less, yep.
or less, then afterwards it's just you.
And Harley. I've never volunteered. I started off. Somebody gave me the dog. I didn't know, but I accepted the dog. So, and the dog grew on me. And so, I'm not abandoning the dog. My number one character defect of others is abandonment of others, not me. It's a shame what they do. So I won't do it.
So Harley is what we're going to be looking at now. So do you think if this place you got that doesn't want Alma,
I won't be there.
could we look at other places?
I believe Harley will die with me. I'm not saying I'm dying. He's very old.
Old.
He's very old. Right? Joe's other dog died. Right? And shouldn't have came to that, right? But that's not my dog. And there's the other dog, Penny. He says, now this is your dog. He's saying that to me right now because he knows he's going somewhere else. So that's wrong. Totally wrong. But the dog already knows it. Sleeps with me, walks with me, flies with me. The dog already knows. Dogs feel. And it's just like manipulation of others, which I do too. But, well, all of a sudden, right, it doesn't move from my side. Because the dog knows. The dog knows.
So you're going to be having Penny
No,
with Henry?
I never took that responsibility.
Okay.
No, I did not. Harley's. He threw that over. No. It ain't a coin flip in a wishing coin pond. I hope in the best. No. I will take what's on my shoulders, what I put on my shoulders, not what other people put on. And if they did put it on, I will try to do the best for what it is. Right? For what it is. Right? Putting a dog down that's not ready to put down isn't my idea. Best thing for the dog.
I don't think so.
And I just laugh there because it's fear for me. Right? You know. Anyway, I love Penny too. I do. Right? Maybe when I don't have Harley, then there's only one dog. Who knows? Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, we
Right,
don't
but
know
I've
what will
no-
happen in the next 4 days.
Penny's been in that house for 4.5 years. I've been in the house for 4 years. So there's really not too much difference between.
The two of you staying there.
Yeah. So, anyways, but you see me every morning going out for a walk, right? Nobody else does it,
I see.
right? No, everybody sees it.
I see that. So now, basically, what I understand is you've been stressed over finding a place to stay.
Nope, that's not what I'm saying. I can go many places,
Okay.
right, in a very short time. I'm sure, but there's 3 people in that house and 2 animals and a bird.
And a bird.
And a bird that are going to get uplifted very shortly. Very shortly. Very shortly. The bird don't know, the dog kind of feels it, the other dog kind of feels it. Roy had to tell, right? Roy starts yelling at him. I said, don't yell at him, right? It's not about that. What's going on here, right? Don't yell at him. Talk, right? If we can do things together, but it did not happen, which was kind of good. At least I offered.
Oh, talking about Roy, I know you guys have been together for a while. Is there any plan?
The last 4 places Roy's had, I've got him. Even though I didn't even live there.
Okay. So that
You
means
know I
you've
didn't
known-
even live there.
You've known him for a while.
Yeah, he was one of the tenants when I was superintendent of 1, 3, and 5 Leslie. Those are apartment buildings.
Oh, is that something you can actually look into doing again?
Yeah, well, put it this way. You see how I walk around. I'm kind of the maintenance guy, right?
I know.
Yeah. And it keeps me busy. And that's for sure a job I can do, right? Absolutely.
Because
I can
that
do a
will
lot of
also-
things.
That will
I had
also
109
give-
employees. I think I can control myself.
That will also give you a roof over your head and Haley too.
True. But remember, I'm what's going to happen at 80? Can't be a superintendent at that time,
True.
right? So the way I'm looking at it, I'm close to retiring is not what I'm thinking, but close to slowing down to a real slowdown, right? I work every day. I get up every day and I go out and I walk the dogs, I cook the breakfast, I clean the kitchen, I see if you're okay, I go out and do my 2 to 3 hours work. So by 12 o'clock, I've already worked 7 hours.
You're very strong.
By 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm beat.
You're strong for your age.
Yeah. But I do it early, right?
Strong for your age. So, now, what are the things you expect of me that we can do together
Honesty.
to get
Honesty
this
is number 1, right? Be honest and not, how do I say this? Don't think there's a cherry blossom. Don't sell a cherry sundae, right, with a nice cherry on top to me,
Okay.
right? reality is the only thing I want to know. Right? You know, the grind, the work you got to put in, attention you must pay, and the replies you must give back. Right? Very important. If you don't come back to me, right, then you're more or less saying to me and yourself, you're not interested. So you got to stick with me. That's what it is, right? That's what it is. Like Debbie Buchanan, she was fantastic. Like we used to talk about. She was my social worker when I was on social assistance, right? And she knew my family. Said, I don't even like your family. They're very rich and they're very uppity. You're not, thank God. She used to take me out once a week to breakfast. yeah. Bianca's her daughter, and I heard so much. Hey, Chris, how's it going? See, that's good what he did there. Hey, acknowledged, right? Because he's a man, right? He was a good guy. Right? Get my point?
Yeah.
It's the truth. Yeah. I should have called him George. Yeah.
So you need.
You got my point, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You need honesty from me, and what else?
Don't cherry top it. Meaning, I don't need this could happen, right? The hoops aren't that big, but you still have to jump through them, right? But you have to jump through them. So I'm not going to make them too big for you, but you still got to jump through them. And there's hoops, means you're going to be doing some jumping. There's work. Now, you got what I just said there.
What else? Because I really want us to get this done together.
Don't look at your clock because now you're saying to me, my time's up. And it's hurting my feelings. Bang! Don't do that, right? Because it's over your time's up only. So you're only worth 45 minutes.
No, I
okay?
never said that.
But no, you did. But
I'm looking at things.
You got
that
my
I'm
point?
putting my nose.
You got my,
Yes.
and I'm not
not
picking.
gonna push
I'm not
you.
picking on you. You asked me to critique, and that's something that don't help anybody, especially the person on the other side you're trying to help.
I know.
Yeah, right. You got all the time in the world, and if they talk too much like I do, that's okay. You can curb it away another way, right? We can talk about that later. Simple. You just did it right there. Right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've put down some notes of things you expect of me for us to work together, and you also spoke about a social worker that you've been with before, Debbie, and how much you like her.
She's fantastic.
So why did you stop saying Debbie?
Because I moved on. Right? There's always a growth period, right? And I was in the shelter, right? I was in the shelter, Wilkinson Shelter, when it was first built, and they had a treatment center there through the Salvation Army. So I went for 6 months. It was a 2-day harm reduction thing. So you can do whatever you want, but 2 days was the only day you're allowed to do it. And we require, which was nice, it was Sunday, which is God's day, and Wednesday was the other day. But I ended up getting a job right across the street. I didn't stay at the shelter. I got a job right across the street, and I ended up having in the 6 months in their bank account $14,000 and a vehicle, right? And I just took the P&A, which is personal needs allowance, like everybody else. So I didn't want to be different, even though I had it, but I went and worked for it, right? Anyways, and I'm ready to go.
So I have.
Not with here. That's what I said.
What you said to them,
I finished my 6 months there,
you
right?
moved on.
And right, and a lot of people said I shouldn't be there. You're overqualified. This is. Well, you guys asked me to do this. I met your criteria, and then you got all my money in your bank, right? And I overexceeded. And I worked there for another 4 years.
But I'm glad you had a good experience.
Yeah,
for
it
the
was
time
good.
you did. So I put down the note of things you expect